It was my great good fortune to be a part of the original board that started out with just a germ of an idea, just a dream that Dorothy Linacher had, and put together a team of people who really worked very hard to achieve a goal. We pulled together focus groups and groups that needed to hear our story.
We came up with something, the group of us, the board, and the architects and so forth, was something far beyond what we were thinking about. But we had been thinking about a retirement community for several years. Problem was there was no modern retirement community in the Tulsa area. The ones that existed were good facilities, but most of them were 30, 40 years old, and we felt that we needed something much more up-to-date than that. First thing we did was call together, I think as I recall, 14 friends in a meeting at the Bourbon Street Cafe on South Lewis. That was December 1997. We asked that group, are we on the right track? Do you think that it really makes sense to have a modern retirement community in this area? And the response was unanimous, yes, we definitely do. We wanted ones that were modern and beautiful and lent themselves to a somewhat younger group of people who would come here because they wanted to, not because they had to. So that was and I think still is, the thing that differentiates us, separates us from the average retirement community.
The opportunity to get such a propitious location comes maybe only once in a lifetime, and this seemed to be so desirable. And it's a total approximation to having a blend of country and town living all in one package. Having a nice stream that ran through the middle of it, having 3 golf courses very close by, it just seemed like the ideal setting for the future home of what has become Inverness. Spirit Bank was very instrumental in granting a $1 million loan and signed by some of these individuals who were later become residents, and for the most part, I think all of them are here except one right now. Inverness began step at a time, growing, advancing, and becoming reality.
But when I visited out here, I had the feeling of really comfort, of feeling welcome. And I've always been interested in keeping myself physically fit. And when I saw the Wellness Center here, I thought this was really a nice place, and that I could work out whenever I needed to and wanted to. When I finally made the decision to move, it was prompted by Wayne Swearingen. And I was talking with him one day, and he said it's better to make the move 2 years early than 15 minutes too late.
I had looked at other places, but when I came out here, I loved the atmosphere, the location, all the opportunity to make my life better. Up until about 2 years ago, I was the president of a children's nursery for 3 years, and that kept me very, very busy. I'm active in a geological auxiliary. My husband was a geologist, and I've been a member of that since 1962. And I also am a volunteer with the Red Cross, and I play cards 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm very active in Tulsa Boys Home.
I had a near brush with death and left me extremely weak. I couldn't even help in the move. And so I wanted to get out here to the Wellness Center so bad because I knew I had to work on getting my strength back. My husband Mel is taking oil painting lessons. I didn't think this ex-Marine was ever interested in that, but thank goodness he is. He loves it. A year ago, he got up one morning and he didn't feel good, and finally he said enough that I thought, I think I better get him to the hospital. And I made that hospital run in nothing flat, and he walked into the emergency room and said, I'm here to prove to you I'm not having a heart attack. Well, 2 days later he had bypass surgery. I had the most wonderful support of all my friends in here, and that's, I think, one of the most important things about Inverness Village, because everyone does. It's like you move into a community where you're kind of related to everybody, like the small town I came from.
Here we feel assured that we're going to be taken care of until we go to meet the Lord.
I'm safe and secure, but yet I am in independent living, and I wanted to maintain that position because I am very, very busy outside of Inverness. But the good thing about it is that you can always socialize, take part in anything that you want to. It's here, it's offered, and I know my life has improved because of the sociability, the wonderful people that are here, and the great fitness center. I know I'm healthier, so that fits my lifestyle just very, very much.
I was telling somebody the other day that I absolutely cannot imagine having better staff heads. The head of every department here is a type of person that I can't imagine how we got to be this lucky to have such a fine group of department heads. They not only do their jobs, but they show a genuine concern for the residents here. It's kind of a family atmosphere, really. I often think of some of these people, some of them as our children, and some of the younger ones as our grandchildren.
Inverness Village has turned out to be much more than what we had anticipated. Most of us had an idea, we had researched, we had looked at other places, but until we actually completed the project and people began moving in, we didn't realize how fortunate we were. It is unique that from the very beginning we have been innovators. We started with one person's idea, and we've continued to harvest the ideas of the people who live here and also work here, because we honor the people who work here and appreciate them very, very much.
It's just a cross-section of wonderful people blended together, working in harmony, the residents and the staff. It's just a tremendous lifestyle that we, like many others, wish we had done it sooner rather than later.